screen. Convert typing to match.
So we can see the
The
yellow.
screen should be match mode.
You can see the yellow and the green dots inside the target. Those are the shot holes.
Shimon,
Sir, match time start हो
please
गया क्या, sir?
zoom if you can monitor.
Sir, match time start हो गया, sir.
Okay, match start.
Most
Just wait for the command.
Világ első online.
Match firing time start.
10 méteres versenyét.
So that's
lehet arról majd írni, amit
that was a command from Sonal.
Interjúban. Lesz róla
Match
vágó.
start is the command.
Felvétel, de érdekes.
Shooters start with the match shots right now. Every shot from now will be counted as a match score. That's the first shot we hear. Anil Pandey has shot a 10 to start the match. Karan Wadhwa with a 10.7. Lucy shoots a 10 as well in air pistol. Hard luck for Karthik Gupta, shot a 9.9 in the first shot. You can see Divyan's power, world number 1.
So I'm happy to inform that while we speak, the match is also being streamed live on Facebook page of Indian Shooting. In case the jury wants to see a particular shooter, have a closer look at a shooter, please let me know so that I can zoom in.
Yeah, it's okay now. They started.
So Siddhi, I see some nice shooters from your country. What do you have to say about them? Are these do they train with you, or they are in different cities?
Yes, as I see, they are shooting in the Hungarian national shooting range. Most of the shooters and a few shooters from maybe Szeged, South Hungary, and there is Veronika Major, one of the best pistol shooter. It will be an interesting match, I think.
Yeah, and talking about Veronika, Veronika is a double gold medalist at the Delhi World Cup in 2019. And interestingly, she's also a world champion in running target. And on a personal note, she and me, we share the running target coach, Zoltan. Although she right now is training with Choba for pistol, and Choba is also present with us.
Can you hear me now?
Initial shots.
We also have Esther from Hungary. She has a world ranking of 29 and she has 2 medals in the European Championship.
Hello.
No, a match before. आपकी बेटी जज है.
Esther has already shot 5 shots, the last shot being a 10.5, looking strong. A 10.6 this time in the 6th shot. Karthik Gupta, 10.4 in the 4th shot. Pankaj Mukherjee is shooting quite well. We can see Sanjeev Rajput.
Sanjeev Rajput,
Shots.
another legend from India. He's played 2 Olympics. And he's also a quota winner in 3 position. His main event, I would like to mention here, that his main event is the 3 position. But just to support this initiative, he is taking part in air rifle. And we can also see Manu Bhakar, a teenage shooting sensation from India, a Commonwealth Games gold medalist, youth Olympic champion. Manu looks all focused.
Manu, right now you can see she's shooting on a SCAT simulator. You can see where exactly she's aiming, and if she takes a shot, you can see there will be a spot on the target which will be equivalent to a shot. Before the shot, you can see the traces. The green traces, like the worm moving on the target, that is where she is right now aiming. So you can see clearly that how a shooter aims inside the target. How is the movement of a shooter? There you go. You can see, if you can zoom in Manu's screen, then you can have a look that she is aiming at the center. Now maybe towards little, she needs to go up maybe. Yeah, she's not very happy with the preparation, it seems, nodding her head. Sanjeev Rajput with a deep 10, 6th shot into the match. He is looking very strong.
Sanjeev playing this competition from the basement, a range made by him in the basement of his house. And I'm lucky enough to visit the range once. It's a very nice range. This is where he practices. Sometimes even for 3 position, he does a lot of training for 3 position in the same range. So Peter City, Sanjeev, you must have played a lot of competitions with Sanjeev because you share the event. You both are like champions in 3 position.
He's always good in 3 position, and as I see, he can shoot very high score, and hopefully we will meet us at soon after this coronavirus time. Hopefully after summertime we can shoot.
How do you see the full screen? Does Sanjeev have full screen?
It is an extraordinary time which we are going through. And perhaps this match was needed in this situation where the world is locked down. People cannot go out of their homes, cannot train, cannot go to the clubs to shoot, but
Can go to the clubs, but not in the same time. So we can shoot in our shooting range, but only 2 shooters in the same time. We cannot make any competition. So it would be boring trainings, but we have to do this in this way. There is no another way. We have to make trainings to prepare for the time when everybody could go to a competition, international competition. We must be prepared.
So, Siddhi, do you think that this concept of getting the shooters together from all around the world is good for you and for the
Yes.
shooters of Hungary?
Yes, it's much better to shoot like this than shoot alone in the shooting and shoot boring trainings. Hopefully ISSF don't recognize this way of shooting, because maybe they will change the rule again. That kind of competition as a World Cup.
And we can also see Martin from Austria. He's world ranked 34 and he finished 4th in the Delhi World Cup in 2019. And that's a inner 10 by Martin. Looks like Veronica has taken a small break, as we can see her screen.
Yes, there is one or two 8 bad shots, but there is a lot of shooters left. So maybe the next 10 shots will be 10, and she will come back to the podium position. But I don't see the scoreboard of the other shooters. It's a bit hard to follow. But as I see, Sanjeev have very nice groupings. I don't know how much is the decimal scores, but he must be in the top level, top shooters.
So if I remember correctly, Veronica did not have a very high score in the Delhi World Cup in the qualifications, but she had a very strong finals, and that's why she could claim the gold. So I think she's a very good final shooter. Siddhi,
Yes,
what do you have to say about Veronica? You must have seen her shooting a lot of times.
definitely one of the best final shooter. Maybe it comes from the running target shooting, when you don't have time to wait. You must shoot, and this is the final. You have a lot of experience in this kind of shooting when you have to shoot and don't have time to wait. You have to make the shot, and she can make the shot.
Absolutely. You don't get any time to cancel the shot in running target.
Yeah. Maybe that was the best preparation for the Olympic event. A lot of experience about how to make the shot, because there is no time to wait. You must shoot. Rifle shooting, sometimes you can wait 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and after you can shoot the next shot. But in the running target, you don't have.
I can also see the world #1 in air rifle, men's air rifle, Divyan Singh Pawar, shooting some great 10s.
And Shimon, you can see this is extraordinary. This is so special that we can see the world #1 shooting from one room at his own home to another room through a corridor, in fact, through two doors. So isn't that special?
Absolutely, Joy. In fact, they specially made this range for this competition. And Divyansh, once the lockdown in India was announced, he did not get to train anywhere. So his coach especially made this range in his house, and the target eventually goes inside the bedroom cupboard. So that's how they could figure out a distance of 10 meters. That's really interesting.
So it's like strange things we do to just, be at the shooting. If you cannot be at the shooting range, then at least you can shoot. You can take out your rifle. You can train. And for that, we need to improvise. We need to think smart.
I would just like to ask Sanjeev to check if his target is still on sighters. Can you hear me, Sanjeev? Do you hear me?
I think Sonal is right. Maybe Sanjeev's Maton target is still shooting in the sighters mode. That's practice mode, I think. If we see a line, a dark line or a white line across the target diagonally, right hand top corner, that means the target is showing in the sighters mode. When you press the match button, that diagonal band is gone. We are not very sure because right now we cannot zoom in somehow.
Yeah, this is impossible to see because it's a very small thumbnail and cannot check, but it would be nice if he can either start to the sighters or I don't know. I will just try to send
can you zoom the Sanjeev's screen, please? Yeah.
No,
Sonal, I think you're right.
Yeah.
It's not visible clearly.
Yeah, this is on sighters for sure.
Yeah, you can
Sanjeev,
see the
can you
diagonal
hear
black
us?
band. Sanjeev, it's in sighters mode.
I think because he has put it on mute. I don't know. I will.
Yeah, our voice might reach him because his microphone is on mute, but speakers might be audible. But we are not sure.
Okay, no problem. I'm sure he'll figure that out and will start his record soon and finish well in time. So moving on to some more champions, we have some really young shooters from Hungary, Scotland. We have Lucy Evans. She's the British Open winner in 2020. We have some really young shooters from Scotland. Emilia, she's the British #1. So we welcome everybody and we wish them all luck.
Media, sports media.
So the match is already in its 20th minute. We can see Veronica, 10.4 for her, the last shot being a good 10.4. A 10.0 this time.
And it's good to see the shooters taking this match very professionally, wearing their country jerseys, and it's so nice to see these shooters taking this very seriously. Joy?
Hi,
Definitely.
Shimon.
Sanjeev, would you like
Hello.
to say something?
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Sanjeev.
Yeah, actually my remote is not working, so I have to restart the system again, and it is on match.
Okay, no problem. Go ahead.
I just
Sonal?
moved the titles.
Yeah. Perfect. Sanjeev, please go ahead.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
All the best.
Yeah.
All the best, Sanjeev.
Coming back to Veronica and Joy, if you can see, the most interesting thing about this concept is, if you can see, there is a that range clock behind Veronica, and we're shooting in different time zones, but all together. Probably it's the first time this is happening.
Yeah, I think it should be around 12, Peter. It should be around 12 in Hungary.
At the moment, we are afternoon 13:08.
Okay, so it's 13:08. It's 1:08 p.m. in Hungary, and in India it is 4:37 p.m. And in Scotland, I'm sure it's further. It's not. It's in the morning maybe, and and we are shooting in real time, but all across the globe in different time zones. So this makes the competition even more spectacular. Manu, on your screen.
Manu's shooting from her home in Jhajjar, Haryana. That's a real small town, and she also has a very nice small personal shooting range.
As Shimon, you were mentioning, it is indeed very special because we can see athletes wearing their country jerseys, t-shirts, and as if they're representing their country in an international tournament. And why not? Indeed, it is an international tournament which is going real time, but you don't need to travel. You're not traveling from somewhere to the competition venue, but then you're shooting from your home.
Yeah, and it's incredible. We have say about 40 shooters from 7 different countries. We have shooters from Austria, Hungary, Scotland, Iran, France, Spain, and India. I think this is totally a game changer.
We can see quite a lot of shooters coming from India, the young shooters. Mehak Jatana, Homangshika Reddy, Nirmanyu Sharma, Nachiket, Himangshi, JJ Singh, Anil Pandey, Sanskar Havelia, Parikshit, the pistol shooters, Sifth Kaur Samra, rifle shooter.
We also have Meghna from shooting from Bangalore. She finished 4th at the World Cup Gabala in 2017.
This is a rifle shooter.
So a lot of top shooters shooting in this first of its kind online shooting competition, and not to forget the 2 legends who have joined us as commentators, Joydeep Karmakar and Siddhi Peter. Once again, Siddhi is a true legend. He's won 7 gold medals at the World Cup.
We can see quite a lot of shooters, celebrated shooters from India. Amanpreet Singh, multiple international medalists from India. Right now, in front of you, Divyan Singh Pangwar, the world #1
Hi, this is Miller
air rifle
Fulton's
shooter.
father. We've got a problem you've probably seen with the showing the shots being taken. We've had a problem with Zoom at our end, and it keeps disconnecting, so you won't be able to see the shots being taken anymore. Is that okay?
Marcus, is it possible? I would want you to give the screenshots of every 10 shots, because
That's
you changed the target, I guess, right? So for our
Yes.
records, I would like to have the photos of the series, each series in the end.
That's
okay.
right. So this is the first card that she took. She's
Yes.
taken two shots on the second card. So she'll just continue shooting every 10 shots. Yes.
Yes, and please email this on the Indian Shooting email address.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I guess Sanjeev Rajput has to shoot again because all the shots he has made due to a faulty remote control, he had to repeat his match because he was in practice mode. Isobel, on your screen right now.
Isobel is a young shooter from Scotland, and she's a gold medalist in Denmark Open 2020. Looks all focused.
It's also nice to see the shooters improvising the camera angle to, nobody is ready for these kind of tournaments. We are all trying our best to give everybody a good view of the match. So for a good view of the match includes the shooter's face or the position, and of course the screen in front of you so that people understand where they're hitting. So right now, if you can see, Isobel has got a very interesting angle to his camera or laptop maybe, or maybe a mobile phone, but then she has the target screen right in front, as well as a clear view of her position and face. So there you can see the zoomed in target. Now we have got Veronica from Hungary. Shot a 9 in the last shot. Not looking very happy, taking a little break now. There's a lot of stress which goes through a shooter's mind when he or she is shooting a match. There's a lot of anxiety. It's mostly a mental game. As you can see, the shooters, mostly static, no dynamics in this sport. But the heart beats as fast as an athlete runs a 100-meter dash. The heart rate needs to be in control. The pulse, the movement of the body, the breathing in and breathing out is very important, how you control it. That's the micro muscle movements which can make a huge impact, huge difference in the shot hit the target. It can go away from the target as well. You need to be very cautious, but anxiety or maybe a little bit of pressure can take your heartbeat higher. An air rifle maximum weight you are allowed to shoot, or you have the shooters, the girls and the boys are carrying is 5.5 kilo. So you can imagine the amount of time they are spending trying to balance the 5.5 kilo rifle on the shoulders and hands without any support for this long. Definitely needs special abilities. Manu Bhakar in front of you right now, aiming at the target, the 10th ring, 11.5 millimeter, 10 meters away from you, 33 feet away from you, the shooter. Focusing, concentrating on the sights and then to the target. Divyansh, the young prodigy from India, the world #1 right now in front of you. Taking aim in his improvised range made up at home from one room to another through the cupboard.
And just to explain to the viewers who's watching this match live on Facebook page, as you see, Divyansh is wearing a special canvas-made jacket, trouser. This is how, rifle shooters, what they wear. This is specialized equipment. So what this does is actually it gives you more stability.
Shimon, I would also like to throw some light on this jacket and trouser thing. I think not only for the stability, but it is for, to safeguard the health of an athlete also, a shooting athlete as well. Because if you can see the shooters who take a position which has got a lot of curve in their backs and in a very, unnatural position for long hours, I think that jacket and trouser, apart from giving the stability, will give them some support for the back so that they don't have any injury in the long term.
Yeah, and
you
going
agree
more
with me, Peter? Peter, do you agree with me on this point?
Of course, the shooting equipment for the rifle shooters is more important for the health than for the score. I think we should also similar scores without jacket, but after 3 months of hard training, I think we could go to the hospital and after go with a wheelchair, because rifle shooting is not a healthy sport if you don't have a special equipment.
Very true, very true. I think like every sports, it has got its injury as well. We might see the shooters do not move during the shoot, but it doesn't mean that it will not have an injury. The shooter will not have an injury. For prolonged, unnatural position, they need to keep for hours. I think they might just have some injuries to just save them. As I might give you an example for all who are not related to shooting. I can give you an example about the gloves which the boxers use. So it is to protect the athlete from injury that both athletes, the boxers, wear padded gloves.
Absolutely, Joy. And once again, for the viewers, I'll repeat that the person on the screen is the world #1 in 10-meter air rifle men, Divyansh Singh Pawar from India. And he looks in great form as he keeps repeating 10 after 10. The yellow color shot, what you can see on his target screen, is an inner 10. And our pistol jury, Ronak Pandit, looks all focused. He himself is an international level shooter. He had won gold in the Commonwealth Games. And he's also the personal coach of former world #1 shooter Hina Sidhu. Ronak, is Hina also joining us to witness this match? She unfortunately could not play, but is she also joining us?
She could. Right now, she's gone down for a walk with the dog.
Yeah.
We have very strict rules in the society now.
Okay.
So everybody has been given specific timing. So I think once she's back, I'll ask her to come in and say hi at least.
It'll be great if she can come and say hi and see her. There are a lot of competitors.
Yeah,
with
and
whom
probably
she is
she'll also need to get used to the new kind of shooting now, I think.
Right, right.
Yeah, I don't see the ranges for the next 6 months at least.
Okay. And I hope that she gets to shoot our next competition.
Yeah, she should.
It was also very interesting to see the shooters taking break during the match. Usually, a shooter takes some kind of a break when he or she is not shooting quite well as expected. But then they are taking the match so seriously that they are taking break in this online match as well. They want to do their best.
Another top rifle shooter, Esther from Hungary. Joy, it's also very interesting to see that all the rifle shooters competing in this competition are using the Indian-made Kapapi sports kit.
Yes, of course, this is also special. This is a great contribution from Mr. Nilesh Rani of Kapapi Sports. He has been doing phenomenally good in apparel, shooting sports apparel manufacturing. And definitely we are all proud of him. I think he makes one of the best jacket and trousers in the world. So most of them are wearing Kapapi
That's a
jackets.
10.4. What a nice shot, clearly visible on Esther's screen. It's a 10.4. Joy, another perfect angle for the shooter. As you can see, both the screen and the shooter are clearly visible. That's a 10 point. I think it's a 10.5.
For Esther?
Yep.
Okay.
There are shooters I can
It's a
see who have
10.4, yeah.
switched off the camera. So could you please switch it on? Manu Bhakar, Miriam Yako. So could you please switch on the cameras?
Go.
Yeah, Manu, we can see you now. On your screen is Manu Bhakar, teenage shooting sensation. As a teenager, she won the gold at the World Cup, followed with another gold at the Commonwealth Games, and she also is the Youth Olympic champion and the quota winner for the Olympics.
Excuse me, sir. I just finished my match.
Can you please show your scores so that
Yes.
Mr. Abhinav Saxena, who's from the organizing committee, can note down your score? And your name is?
Yes. Fifth course, Samra.
Okay. Swift Core has finished a score, and what a fantastic score of 625.4. So, Swift, as a standby, you also click this picture and mail it to us. Deepak,
Okay, sir. Sure.
can you please note down the score? And Abhinav, you too.
It's a wonderful score.
That's the first person to finish the match in the first of its kind online shooting championship. Well done, Sifit.
Thank you, sir.
The 40th minute of the match.
Thank you, Sif.
We have the first finisher, Sif Samra from India. Has Esther also finished?
Veronica also finished with pistol.
Can we also, Veronica, can we also have your score? So shooters who are finishing their scores are requested to show their screens. Okay, we are noting down Anil Pandey, who shoots a 620.5. Excellent score. And if it could be noted down, 620. Anil, you also, as a standby, please mail the scores.
Hi, Sonal. Esther finished the match and showing on the screen the result.
Esther has finished her match. So can we see her screen, please?
She's showing. You can see the full result. Or to match.
Shimon, can you please zoom in Esther's scores?
Yes, I'm trying to.
You cannot find her now.
She is still showing.
Okay, somehow I think.
Ezt legyen benne a felső eredmény is, hogy nem az egész, csak a fönn.
Yeah, we can see, yes.
Oh, with an excellent last shot of 10.7, Joy. The total score 622.0 by Esther. Great shooting by this young shooter.
Not too much. We are not in training in rifle. Okay, but thank you very much anyway.
It was nice to have Laszlo joining us also.
So it was Esther who shot a 622.0.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Pandey has finished. Fifth, yes, we have noted your score.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Congratulations for finishing the match. And right now it is the top score with 4 shooters finished.
Sir, this is Homanshika speaking. I'm done with my match.
Okay. Can you show your scores, please?
Yes.
Sir, my match is over.
617.3 for Homanshika.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a 617.3 for Homanshika. Right now in the 4th place. Juries, you can note down the score.
So, Coach Laszlo, you are not very satisfied by Esther's performance. I'm sure, knowing your level of coaching, you would be expecting much higher scores.
I cannot say I'm not, because as I saw, we are doing a basic meet which got the new rifles, and we are working with that one. But without any training, we start this match because it's very interesting and very important to do matches, even if you're not in the top 4.
Right, Coach. And I also remember when Laszlo was the chief rifle coach of the Indian team, he and me used to discuss
Sir, my
a lot
match is
about
over.
how to promote the sport in India. Do you remember, Laszlo, how many discussions we used to have?
Yes, we had.
Yeah, again. Sir, my match is over.
Okay. Is that Sanskar?
Yes, sir.
Can you take your mobile phone closer to your laptop screen? It's a 622.3, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
622.3. Well done.
Yeah. For Sanskar Havelia.
Thank you, sir.
That's once again the double Olympian, Sanjeev Rajput from India. He started off his match a little late, so he'll get some extra time to finish his match. Unless he can also finish it in the original time limit.
So let me give you a time check.
Hi again, Shimon. That's Krensner Martin also finished the match, and he's showing the screen. Please notice that. Martin Krensner.
Okay, we'll just have a look at the score.
Yeah.
Did you record it?
Martin, yeah, 625.1, and with
Yes,
the last shot on 10.1. That's Martin.
Excuse me, sir. So I've completed my match.
Okay, can I have your name, please?
Sir, I'm Nancy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, coach.
Himanshi has shot up 603.0. For a time check, we are 50 minutes into the match right now.
And let's also have a look at what is Amanpreet doing. Amanpreet, a World Cup silver medalist in Delhi, shooting from his home range.
A very well-built Amanpreet Singh. A strong man.
Strong man and a very calm man. I've always seen him smiling, Joy. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. We had been room partners in World Cups, and we had a very good time. He's a very jovial chap. Kind at heart.
Veronica, if you have finished the match, could you please show the screen?
Okay, let me pin it up.
It's a 569. for Veronica.
Veronica, if we can have a closer look at your screen, that's
569, Shimon.
Okay, perfect.
The number beside it, when you can see the 569 and the minus and 15 star. 15 star is supposed to be the 15x, or x is given to your score when you hit the inner 10. I have already mentioned the 10th ring size for air pistol target is 11.5 millimeter, but even inside that, a smaller area inside the 10 is called an X. So if you touch that X, you get a star mark for your to your score.
And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Martin from Austria on your screen. Martin is ranked 34th in the world in air rifle, and he had finished 4th in the Delhi World Cup last year.
This is Nachiket. I finished the match.
We'll just see the final score of Nachiket.
Hello.
Yeah, can you please show your target, Nachiket? Yeah.
Photo भी लेना है plus.
It's 618 by Nachiket 618.0. I request all the shooters to also share all your scores on the mail as a standby.
Hello. I finished my match.
Yeah.
Shimon, can see Divyan's match finish? It is shown in the screen. It is clear.
And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Divyan Singh Panwar, who's finished with a high 10.5. His total score is, if you can just get a closer look of the screen.
Get a closer look of the screen.
627.8.
627.8 by the world #1 in 10-meter air rifle, Divyan Singh Panwar.
So right now, Divyansh moves to the first place with the tentative scores coming slowly to us. As of now, he is the leader.
Can we speak to Divyansh and take his reaction on his result? Divyansh, आप क्या बोलना चाहोगे अपने मैच के बारे में और इस एक्सपीरियंस के बारे में?
बात करना है आपको इनसे. No, they want to speak to you.
Divyansh, if you can hear me. Divyansh?
Yes, this side.
627.8 by the world #1 in 10-meter air rifle with an excellent shot on 10.5. दिव्यांश, आप क्या बोलना चाहोगे अपने मैच के बारे में और इस यूनिक एक्सपीरियंस के बारे में? आपने बहुत सारे मैच खेले हैं, आप वर्ल्ड #1 हो और आपने ये ऐसा ऑनलाइन मैच पहली बार खेला होगा, आप क्या बोलना चाहोगे?
मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि बहुत ही ज़्यादा अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस था मेरे लिए कि पहला ऑनलाइन मैच खेला मैंने. आवाज आ रही है ना? हेलो.
Yeah, we can hear you, Divyansh.
आवाज आ रही है? हेलो.
हाँ दिव्यांश, we can hear you. बताइए कैसा एक्सपीरियंस रहा आपका, बताइए.
हाँ, तो मैं बता रहा था कि मेरा एक्सपीरियंस बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा रहा, क्योंकि इस टाइम में ऐसा ये जो टाइम चल रहा है अभी, एक तो कोरोना वायरस को लेके जो सब अभी बंद हो रखी है रेंजेस वगैरह, तो उसमें प्रैक्टिस करना मुश्किल है. तो एक मैच का नया एक्सपीरियंस अच्छा लगता है, इसे समझ में आता है, बहुत दिनों बाद खेलने को मिलता है. तो
Okay, Divyansh. और आपको कैसा लगा अपने बाकी शूटर्स के साथ? आपको आपके घर से ही आपको खेलने को मिला कुछ और फॉरेन शूटर्स के साथ? ये शायद ऐसा
सबसे
पहली
अच्छी
बार
बात
आपने
मेरे को यही
एक्सपीरियंस
लगी
करा।
कि कहीं पे जाना नहीं पड़ा, कहीं पे सामान लेके नहीं उठाना पड़ा, कहीं मैच खेलने की जरूरत नहीं है जाके। सबसे अच्छी बात ये लगी, घर पे हाथों हाथ खेल लो, इससे अच्छा मौका नहीं मिलेगा। और बहुत ही अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस रहा मैच का, बिल्कुल सेम वही प्रेशर, वही हर चीज, कंपटीशन रहेगा औरों के साथ में, तो अच्छा लगा।
दिव्यांश, ये पूछना था आपसे कि आपको प्रेशर हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? प्रेशर आया
प्रेशर था,
आपको?
हुआ था, प्रेशर था।
तो इनिशियली देख रहे थे आपका स्कोर अच्छा नहीं रहा फर्स्ट सीरीज में, तो ये क्या
हाँ,
प्रेशर की
पहली
वजह
सीरीज
से
में
हुआ
ये
क्या?
खराब ही थी। हाँ, शुरुआत में प्रेशर ही था कि भी औरों के साथ कंपटीशन है, देखना है कैसा रहेगा कैसा नहीं रहेगा, इसीलिए थोड़ा सा ऐसा रहा।
देखिए, अक्सर जो आप मैच खेलते हो तो आपके राइट साइड में मान लो कि 20 शूटर होते हैं, आपका लेफ्ट साइड में मान लो कि 30 शूटर होते हैं, ऐसे आप इतने बड़े 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 मैच खेलते हो बड़े रेंजों में, मगर यहाँ पे जो है आप अकेले हो। ये महसूस नहीं हो रहा है कि आपका कंपटीशन है ही नहीं, या आपको ऐसे दिल में एहसास हो रहा है कि नहीं, मुझे दुनिया भर देख रहे हैं सारे मेरा शूटिंग?
नहीं, बात वो नहीं है, बात ऐसी है कि ऐसा कंपटीशन की फीलिंग आ रही थी। जो भी है ऑनलाइन इंटरनेशनल मैच जैसा आप करा रहे हैं, ये मैच की जो फीलिंग होती है प्रॉपर वही फीलिंग आ रही थी, छोटी बड़ा कोई छोटा मोटा प्रैक्टिस
तो लगभग सेम ही प्रेशर आया आपको जो दूसरे मैच खेलते हो जो भी हो। मुबारक हो दिव्यांश, अभी देखते हैं आप के ऊपर कोई मार पाता है कि नहीं। अभी तक आप लीडर बोर्ड में पहले नंबर पे हो, 627। वेरी गुड स्कोर, कांग्रेचुलेशंस।
That's, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Divyan Singh Pawar, the world #1 in 10-meter air rifle from India, and also the Olympic quota winner.
Okay, so thank you, bye.
Thank you.
Sir, this is JJ speaking. I have completed my match.
Can you show your target, please? JJ Singh with a score of, you can see his score.
My match.
It's 620.8. It's 620.8.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Well done, JJ Singh.
Hello, BG. Amanpreet here. Match is finished.
Amanpreet Singh has also finished his match, and we'll just go to Amanpreet's score, which is 576.
Yes.
Well done, Amanpreet. And I would like to mention when Amanpreet was approached to participate in this competition, he told us that he's been out of training and he would not be able to shoot more than 560. So are you happy, Amanpreet? 576 मारा आपने, एक अच्छा वर्ल्ड लेवल स्कोर, एक अच्छा इंटरनेशनल लेवल स्कोर है ये।
हाँ जी, मतलब अभी ट्रेनिंग की नहीं, लेकिन उसके बाद भी ठीक है, मतलब अभी 2 महीने हो गए होंगे बिना ट्रेनिंग के।
और इसी मैच से आपकी ट्रेनिंग शुरू हुई, इस मैच की वजह से ही आपने कल एक ट्रेनिंग सेशन करा?
बिल्कुल, कल पहला ट्रेनिंग सेशन था, मतलब 2 महीने बाद। तो
कैसा एक्सपीरियंस रहा आपको? कैसा लगा ये? आप तो बहुत सालों से शूटिंग कर रहे हो, बट ऑनलाइन शायद आपने पहली बार करी होगी दूसरे
बिल्कुल,
खिलाड़ियों।
पहले तो जस्ट बिल्कुल क्वाइट नॉर्मल था, क्योंकि अभी आउट ऑफ ट्रेनिंग था तो ज्यादा दिमाग में कुछ आ नहीं रहा था। तो जैसे जैसे वो करता गया तो धीरे धीरे स्कोर भी देख रहा था। मैंने कहा यार, मतलब एक्सपेक्टेड नहीं था कि आज मैं इतना अच्छा कर लूंगा, तो बट एक्सपीरियंस बहुत अच्छा था, एक नई चीज थी आज।
Excellent. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Amanpreet Singh,
Miriam
World
wants to
Cup
show the
medalist.
score. Miriam, could you please show the score?
Sir, I have finished my match, sir.
Yeah, here.
My match.
Who wants to show the score?
3 people who wants to show their score right now. 4, I think. 5.
Okay.
This is Yash Vardhan.
This is
Yash Vardhan.
Yashwardhan.
Yeah.
Yashwardhan with a score. He's another top shooter, international level shooter. Yashwardhan, can you just zoom in your camera? Abhinav, can you note down the score?
Yes. Yashwardhan,
can you just let me know the score verbally as well?
The score is 623.5.
Okay.
She's hiding, but she shot 561.
Sir, I have finished my match, sir.
Can you?
Hello.
Can we have? Can we? The shooter has not put the full name. CSCE 600.
That's Miriam Yaqub.
There was one
Hungary.
shot.
Hello, sir.
0.0.
That's Miriam. What's the
Yeah,
score?
okay. So the total score is here. Can I shoot one more shot or is it?
Can I name the name of the CSC?
So has my score been registered? Hello.
Hello.
Yes, we are coming one by one.
Okay, one by one. One by one, we'll note down all the scores. No problem. So we are going to Karan Wadhwa's screen and let's see what Karan Wadhwa has shot. He shot a 612.4. Noted. 612.4. Karan Wadhwa.
Correct, noted.
Okay. Next shooter.
Parikshit Singh is showing the score. Can you please zoom in?
Slap
Excuse me, sir. I have finished my match, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, we're coming to your screen.
So this is Yashwardhan. Has my score been registered?
1 second, Yash. So that is Vishwajit Singh and his score is. Can you zoom the camera?
625.
I 625.4. Can you confirm, Vishwajit? 625.4.
Yes, sir.
Very good shooting, Vishwajit Singh.
Thank you so much.
Excuse me, sir. I have finished my match.
Vishwajit, you can log off.
Yeah. Sir, thank you so much.
How can I see your results?
Hello, sir. मेरा वो ही नहीं आ रहा, स्क्रीन नहीं आ रही।
Sir, I have finished my match. Yes, please. Can you tell your score?
So Yashwardhan, my score is 623.5.
10
Okay, yes.
So can I log out?
Please take a screenshot and mail to indianshooting.com.
Fine, sir.
Sir, it's you. When you have completed with the match.
Isobel, have you finished your match?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, it's normal.
Isobel's score is 559. Isobel, the young air pistol shooter from Scotland, with a 5.59. She'd also won the gold in Denmark Open in 2020. Isabel, how was your experience of shooting in this online competition?
Sir, can we leave?
Giving me something to look forward to in this unique time.
Okay, okay. So you have this shooting range in your house, or you are shooting? As we can see, it's in your house, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it in my
That's a very nice looking shooting range. All the best to you, Isabel. Thanks for having you.
Hello, sir. I completed my match.
So can we leave?
Please note down the score.
Yeah, please tell.
That's Pankaj Mukhija with 619.1.
Sir, it's Parikshit.
Parikshit. It's Parikshit.
Parikshit, can you tell us that what kind of a target system you are using? Because people might think that it is a little different than other screens. Parikshit?
It's an Iran manufactured machine.
So what's the name of it? We would also like to let people know about the various kind of machines. The scoring machine, it is Ario Soren.
Sir, can we leave now?
Yes, yes. 619.1 by Parikshit.
Ario Soren is an Iranian made.
Excuse me, sir. I have finished my match.
Yeah, your name, please.
Sir, Ashish Dawar.
Okay, let's have a look at Ashish's final score.
Sir.
And that is, can you zoom in?
Ashish, can you?
Hello. Sir, it's Manu. I have completed with my match. Can you please check the score?
Yeah, Nirmanu can take a screen and please mail to us. And I noted your score 616.6.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Thanks a
Ashish,
lot.
can you please hold the camera still?
This is 575.
575.
575.
That's a very good score, Ashish.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Ashish shot in an air pistol event, and 575, I think, is the highest score till now. Still scores are coming in. We have to look at other scores. 576, Amanpreet shot. I'm sorry about that. Beg your pardon. So Amanpreet is in the first position, and Ashish right now, as of now, is in the second place. More scores are coming in.
Thank you.
Air pistol event.
Sir, your result.
Martin has finished his match as well.
Sir, how can we see our result by ranking?
We'll let you know. We'll make.
Hello, this is Meghna speaking.
We move on to Martin's score now. We move on to Martin's score. We'll put it on the website.
There's one.
IndianShooting.com website.
Martin was shooting on the SCAT simulator. Earlier, we saw Manu Bhakar shooting on the SCAT simulator as well.
Okay, Meghna, state your score.
Sir, there's one error in the shot. 25th shot is 0. So there was a target error. So apart from that, it's 620.2. So if I'm allowed to shoot one more shot.
620?
Yeah.
She shot it.
Yeah, you can. What the error reason? The light off or?
I don't know. It just showed 0. Sometimes it happens. There's some problem with the target.
You are shooting in EST or shooting in?
Swiss.
Swiss.
Yes, sir.
I finished too.
Martin,
just
can
show
you
your
just hold
screen.
on while I file?
Yeah.
Hey guys.
It's a
The
Martin,
short
can you
screen
just hold on
which
for a
short
while?
comes 0. It possible?
I don't think so. I'll just try.
Yes, Martin. What's your score?
Yeah.
Hi, Martin. What's your score? If you can just get the camera closer. And that's Martin, who's just finished. His world ranking is
10.9.
It's not possible to.
Oh wow,
scroll.
it's a 10.9 by Martin on his last shot. It's always very special to finish with a 10.9. And what's your final score?
Congratulations.
persze, de mondtam most egyelőre, nem.
It's a 633.8? 5? Martin, is it a 633 or 632.5?
632. 632.5.
Point something. 0.5?
Okay.
That's a wonderful score. That's a wonderful score.
632.5 by Martin from Austria. He's world ranked number 34 and it finished 4th in the Delhi World Cup. Excellent score. I think that's the highest score registered today. Excellent shooting, Martin.
Yes, as far as the scores have come till now, I think this is the highest score. Martin from Austria shooting a 632.5. An excellent score by all
Please record my
means.
score, Sanjeev here.
Over to Sanjeev now, and he's finished his match. He started off very late. We'll have a look at Sanjeev's target.
622.0, Sanjeev.
Yeah, thank you, Sandra.
Thanks, Sanjeev.
622.0 by the two-time Olympian and three-position specialist Sanjeev Rajput.
Hello, sir.
Shimon, can we switch to Laszlo Hegedus? Looks like he has finished the competition.
Okay, sure.
Hi.
Hi, I'm finished. I'm Laszlo Hegedus, and this is
That's Laszlo from Hungary who's just finished.
yes.
And can we have a close look at his?
566 for Laszlo Hegedus. He just finished. Thanks, Laszlo.
Yes, thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
I have finished.
Thank you.
Shimon, can we please go to Nicholas? He has finished the competition.
Sure. That's 546.
Yes.
Thanks, Nicholas.
Thanks. Bye.
That's Nicholas from Spain, 546. He's also the number 2 ranked junior shooter in Spain. Thanks, Nicholas. It was wonderful to have you.
Bye.
So as more and more shooters are finishing their match, scores are coming in. And Siddhi, what do you have to say? It's almost in the end of the competition, and we're nearing the almost most of the shooters have finished their
5
match.
minutes.
As I see, the 632.5 is top score. It's always good to be over 630. It could be interesting if there would be a final after this match. Then the final starts again.
See Meghna shooting 10.8.
Finished my 60 shot match.
With 0.0, there was a target error.
That's
Am I allowed to shoot?
Wait, Amelia. Okay.
Thank you.
I would like to ask Deepak in this matter. Meghna shot 59 shots, but then she shot a 60 shot, but then one shot showed an error, which was a 0. Deepak, आप मेघना को allow करोगे और एक shot के लिए?
Yes, we can allow because maybe it is EST failure. And that's why I want to see her screen, but it is not possible. So she can shoot one extra shot.
So the jury has allowed Meghna to shoot one more shot because she might have some error, technical error in her target. You have to understand that these are not normal situation which shooters are using their targets maybe at home, maybe they're using some simulators. At times technical errors happen. So the benefit of doubt goes to the shooter, and Meghna can shoot another shot.
Shimon, can we please switch to Pankaj Mukherjee? He has finished the competition.
Sure. Pankaj Mukherjee finishing his match with a total score of 621.3. Thank you, Pankaj.
It is very interesting to see what Meghna shoots, because in 59 shots, she was for 620 point decimal something. And if she shoots a higher 10, then it will be, as Peter said, anything higher than 630 will be good. So it seems that Meghna can shoot a higher score than 630. It will be very interesting to see the last shot of Meghna. Can we see Meghna's target, please? It's the last shot.
Meghna's unfortunately, yeah, we are back.
Now we have got her back. As a 10, it's a 10.3. Now, but Deepak, again, it is in the sighter's mode. Can we?
Actually, it should be in the match mode, but we can consider because we are allowing, and this is a fresh shot.
Okay.
So will you consider this shot to be a match score shot, Deepak?
Yeah, we can consider, or she has to. Actually, as per rule, she has to shoot in match mode card. But
no problem.
We can allow. We can
allow.
Yeah, it's
Let's
allow.
allow.
We can
Okay.
add.
Yeah.
Okay, our juries say that it will be allowed. So we will be having 10.3 as a score in the match for Meghna, and the total score will count. Meghna, what was the score at the 59th shot?
620 something.
20.2.
Yeah, 620.2. So it's a 630.5 for Meghna.
That's another excellent score, 630.5 by Meghna Sajana, who had finished 4th in the World Cup Gabala in 2017. Well done, Meghna. Meghna, what do you have to say quickly? How was your experience? You've also shot many competitions. How was the experience of online shooting?
The experience was really good, sir. It was different, but yeah, we got adjusted. I got adjusted with the situation.
Excellent. Excellent, Meghna. Thank you. Over to some more shooters who have finished their match.
Hi guys, I'm done.
Okay. That's another shooter, Germont from France. He's finished his match. He's world ranked number 27, and today's score is 629.4. Excellent score.
Congratulations,
629.4. City Peter, as you can see, there's some really high scores in today's match. 2 above 630 already, and by German is almost touching 630.
It looks like the final could be around 630. So it's very high score from the shooters.
Right. Excellent.
630 plus and near 630. So it's a real international level.
Right. Over to some more shooters who probably have finished their match. And let's see what Anil Pandey has shot. or has he already registered? I think Anil Pandey is already
Yes,
through with his match.
Anuradha maybe.
Okay.
Anuradha has finished her match. Air pistol.
Anuradha, we can't see your score. If you can just zoom in. And that's Anuradha, who just finished her air pistol match. Pistol jury, Ronak, can you just help us with Anuradha's score, and if you can have a closer look.
It's still not clear. It's
I think it's a 560.
68. No, 568.
568.
560.
A very good score.
Yes, 9. Yeah, it's 568 for sure. Yeah.
568. Anuradha, if you can also mail us your score. 568 by Anuradha. Also over, thank you. Sonal, I think your mic is off. Sonal, your mic is off. You trying to make some point. Your mic is off.
Anuradha, can we just have the number of inner tens also, just in case if we have a tie or something?
अनुराधा, आपके स्क्रीन पे कितने इनर 10 लगे हैं? 568 के साथ इनर 10 कितने हैं? हाई टेंस 10x कितने हैं उसमें? आपका माइक ऑफ है अनुराधा.
Mic नहीं off.
17 inner 10.
17.
Thanks, Anuradha.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations, Anuradha. You shot well.
Awesome. And who's next?
Any more
now?
shooters to come in with your scores?
I think we still have some couple of shooters left, and
do we?
Let's see. I think probably some of the shooters are not visible right now.
But I think it's over. I think all the shooters.
Do we have Manu Bhakar's score?
Manu Bhakar is offline, I suppose.
Okay, probably some internet connection problem.
Shimon, as we were discussing, that there will be some initial hiccups, issues with the connectivity. Though I think
most of the shooters have already finished their match and have registered their scores, except for one or two. And,
so I would say it's almost perfect, but then a few glitches here and there would not take away the excitement level the match had. I think it's a thoroughly successful match.
Let's have a look at Anuradha's shooting range. It looks very colorful. And as you can see, some of the shooters still have an access to the shooting ranges, probably in the smaller towns, whereas all the shooting ranges in major cities.
I got back at 5. Thank you.
Emila, wait. Let me just put the spotlight on you. Yes, Emila. What do you have to say about today's match?
It was very different to what I'm used to. However, I felt it was very useful, and I think the shooting went okay.
That's nice, Emila. Emila is the British #1, right, Emila? And do you think you would be happy to participate in more such competitions in the future?
Yeah, definitely. It was really good.
Okay, Emila. Nice to have you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Coach Chauba, you've been observing the match very closely. What do you have to say about today's performance by the pistol shooters? Your student, Veronica, how do you analyze these performances? And overall, what do you feel about this shooting online competition?
Shimon, before me already, some people said that the most important thing that this competition happened, and you connected the shooters from all around the world. That's great. Even if they performed well or not, I believe in this issue in this competition. I hope competition serious, not that is the most important. How high the scores are not, but they able to compete with each other. They able to see how the shooting is going in other part of the world, and they can be prepared more for the next competition what you're going to organize. So I hope, Shimon, very soon you're going to make the next one.
Thank you, Csaba. That's Csaba Zoregi, who's the current coach of the Hungarian pistol shooters and also the former chief coach of the Indian pistol shooters. Thank you, coach. And now we'll move on to some other shooters.
Shimon, so Hina's here.
I can't hear.
Oh, yeah. Hina, hi, welcome. That's Hina Sidhu.
One sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, come.
Hi, Hina. Welcome. Welcome to the first of its kind online shooting championship. We were expecting you to compete, but then Ronak, I was speaking to Ronak, and then you were not very keen to compete since you were on a break.
Yeah.
So what do you have to say? We had some really good performances. We had your competitors shooting in this match, Manu Bhakar, Veronica from Hungary. They all were competing, and it would have been nice to have you also. But we're happy to have you as a special guest in the competition now.
Thank you. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. They did well.
Yes, everybody did. Very happy, and especially to connect from different parts of the world on a single platform and to shoot from their home, to shoot with somebody in a different part of the world is so exciting.
Yes, I think this is something we wouldn't have come up with if there was no lockdown, even though it's a very simple idea, but nobody would have thought of it if, desperation is the mother of all inventions. So it's one of those examples.
Absolutely, Hina.
Yeah.
So when do you plan to get back to training? Are you going to compete in the next online competition, or are you on a longer break?
I think when I feel hungry enough.
Yeah. I know ammunition is the food for shooters.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Nice to have you, Hina. Nice to have you.
Thank you. All the best.
Yeah, thank you. So, Siri Peter, I think most of the shooters are already through. What do you have to say? Will you participate? Is your internet going to work next time? Are you going to shoot in the next competition?
Yes, I would like to participate, of course, but in our shooting range, the internet coverage is very low, no signal. Mostly you cannot use your cell phone at there. But I hope we can make something at there, because this coronavirus stop our competition time. We cannot shoot competition now. It's a very big problem for the shooters, because the boring training, it's not enough for preparation. We have to shoot kind of competition like we can see now. So I enjoyed very much your competition, and hopefully next time I can shoot in your competition.
Nice to hear that, Siri. Nice to hear that. Thank you so much. You did a fantastic job as a commentator today. Thanks for having you. Joy, what do you have to say? Now, most of the shooters have already through. If you want to talk about some special performance.
Just keep fighting and don't stop shooting. It's much easier than to be a marathon runner at home. So we can make better trainings than the runners. So a little bit easier, but a little bit boring also. So just we have to fight and make some internet competition if possible.
I believe Manu's score is 572, but I will have to double check on that. But you could also note it down initially. It's 572. Anyway, we'll also just verify it from other sources. So. Also, Anuradha is wanting to say something.
Sir, close kar sakte?
Yes, Anuradha, thank you. Thank you, yeah, thank you. Any more shooters? Sonal?
No, we don't have any shooting now, and looks like they have logged out also, many of them. They are sending the scores in the chat group. I'm asking them to send the copy of the results to you, Shimon, on your email address.
That'll be perfect. To have all the scores on the info@indianshooting.com will be perfect as a double check. Ronak, your last words as we finish this competition, and then we'll have last words from Sonal, Chauba, and City, Peter, and Joy once again.
Hi, Shimon.
Oh, we also joined. Hi. We also joined by Mr. Ramkishan Bhaker, Manu Bhakar's father. So happy to have you, sir. बताइए मनु को कैसा लगा है, आपको कैसा लगा है नया experience?
Manu actually Manu got disconnected, and because I don't know, maybe internet problem was. Her score was 572.
Okay, we got to know that from another source. 572. Note it down.
And she is quite excited that this match is with the international things, and match pressure was there. So disappointed because of low score, but she was saying she's saying very good opportunity like this, and I will give to Manu. Just have it up to you.
Sure.
Just give.
Hi, Manu. Hi, Manu. Can you hear me?
Hello, yes, sir.
Yes, Manu. 572 by you today, much lower than by your own standard, but still okay, since I'm sure you have not been training that much. What do you have to say about today's performance?
This cat actually has some issues. So my score was, I know that it was low, but I think Scat had some problems because I was shooting on the paper targets as well. So this Scat was a little not very precise. So I would say like 4 or 5 points it missed, but yes, the score was indeed low.
Okay. So otherwise, apart from your score, how did you find this competition, and what's your, how do you see this new concept? I'm sure you've played so many competitions before. You've won so many medals. You are a Commonwealth Games gold medalist, a World Cup gold medalist. You're a Youth Olympic Games champion. But this is something new. So what do you have to say?
I think it's a great initiative because at least we are together, we are shooting, we are united. And this sport thing always unites people throughout the world. Not only the country, but throughout the world. We are shooting in different time zones, but still we are together. We are shooting.
That is what is important, Manu, to stay united. Shooting sport around the world, all the shooters are like one big family. And it's very important for them to stay united even in these tough times. And it's also very important to keep the sport alive. I was so happy to have teenage shooting sensations like you to compete in shooters in this online competition. It's an excellent thing. So
thank you,
what's
sir.
next?
For me also, it was lovely being a part of this wonderful competition.
Okay. So what's next? Would you like to play a couple of more competitions online, or what is the plan? Since ISSF has already announced that there'll be no competitions this year.
I didn't know that ISSF. Okay, so I think I'll be joining a few more competitions now, and this online shooting thing is really awesome, and I think I'll be joining.
Excellent. Sonal, would you like to ask Manu Bhakar anything?
Manu, it's good to see that you have a good proper range at home, And I see that you are using all the tools what you can to prepare. And it was good to have you here. You took the opportunity, and that shows that that you are a champion. You don't lose any opportunity to prepare, and preparation never gets wasted. So I hope you will come back again on this platform and join us to inspire others also.
Yes, definitely, ma'am. I think it's a very good move, and I totally appreciate it. And I'll love to be a part of this again.
Thanks, Manu.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's Manu Bhakar, ladies and gentlemen, the teenage shooting sensation from Haryana. So now we also have the shooter from France. If we can take his reaction. German, are you there? Can you listen? Can you hear us? Yeah. So what do you have to say about today's competition? I think you're on mute. German, you need to put on the mic.
Yeah, do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. 629.4. That's an excellent score.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's a nice score. So what do you have to say about the competition today, and how was the experience to shoot with other shooters from different countries?
Well, actually, I'm training there, so it's quite similar as usually training and competition. But which is very interesting is to shoot at the same time as foreigner shooter, and so it's funny to imagine shooters from all around the world shooting in the same time all together, sharing their passion, despite the condition and the different shooting range that we have, because we have all different conditions to shoot.
Excellent, excellent. So are you also shooting from your house, or is that a shooting range?
No, it's from home.
Oh, you're shooting from home. Excellent.
So I have only 7 meters to shoot. So I'm shooting with a scat. Okay. While I saw that some other shooters were shooting with real condition or from them home range. So it's cool. It's very fine from them.
That's nice. So long as we keep the sport alive, everything is fine and everything is good. We hope to see you in our next competition also. Thanks, German. Thanks, German.
Thanks for organizing.
Thank you. So Chaba.
Yes, Shimon. Yes.
Yeah, most of the shooters are through now. Your final words on the competition.
I just again can repeat that I'm very happy that this event happened. It was really good to see that the real sport people, the real sport persons take all the opportunity to compete and show their knowledge, and all the technical difficulties, they just step up on that. Some of them shoot scat in the living rooms, some of them even shooting in paper targets, but really they took the opportunity to compete, and that is the best of the day.
Right, Chaba. Thank you. And now in the end, Siddhi, your final words for this.
What was the question?
Yeah, what do you have to say in the end, Siddhi, before we lock this off? What do you have to say?
It was nice to see you, many shooters from around the world. So I have to say everybody must stay in competition, because we don't know when we can start again, and we cannot live without shooting, because after 2-3 months maybe we can meet somewhere in the world and we can shoot again together in some places, hopefully soon as possible.
Right, Siddhi. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Siddhi Peter, a true legend with 7 gold medals at the World Cup and a world champion in 3 positions. Martin, you're still there. Can we have you? Martin, we did not get to speak to you. You shot a 632.5. That's an excellent score. and you are world ranked number 34, and you finished 4th in the Delhi World Cup. Martin, what's your take on today's competition? How do you feel about your score and your performance today?
I'm very happy with my competition. It's very good and very high for me. I'm very happy that I can be a part of this competition, and you can see what strong have the sport in this world, and can get together in a very complicated situation.
Good to hear that, Martin. Are you also did you also shoot from your home range, or did you also shoot from your house? Or
I'm shooting my house. Yeah, I have from my bedroom in the floor 10 meters or 50 meters, so I can train here and shoot here with the cup.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Martin from Austria. He shot a fantastic 632.5. Well done, Martin.
Thank you.
So Joy.
Thank you for doing this great job and make the competition possible.
Thank you, Martin. We hope to see you in the next competition also. We are still joined. We are still joined by Manu's dad, Mr. Ramkishan. If you can have a quick chat with him. रामकिशन जी, आपकी डॉटर ने बहुत अच्छा शूट करा, हालांकि उसके स्टैंडर्ड से तो स्कोर कम है, लेकिन मेन चीज ये थी कि इस कंपटीशन में पार्टिसिपेट करना सबसे ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट था.
Yeah, because she was excited after a long time such type of first competition, and it was really good to combine all world sports personalities, and it's good to see that you are taking initiative and such things are in picture. So I hope you will organize more and more competition like this, and if you need some awareness or something like what we should do, or any suggestion or any advice, of course we will follow it, and we will motivate more shooters next time, because most of the time I'm just talking with them. Some of them, they don't have ranges, some of them have, but they don't know how to connect with the internet. So different problems some shooters are facing, but I hope we'll see again on next competition, and such initiative is very good, and thank you very much again, indianshooting.com. Thank you all participants, and the legends who are guiding, like Joy, Ronak, and Deepak Dubey sir, and yourself, of course, and the foreigner coaches. I don't remember the name, but of course, thank you everybody who participated and made it successful. Thank you very much.
Yeah. The foreign coach's name is Mr. Chauba Zurek. He was the chief coach of the pistol shooters. The pistol shooters standard has raised because of him. So that was, ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Ramkishan Bhaker, father of a very proud father of teenage shooting sensation Manu Bhakar. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
And finally, we also speak to Deepak Dubey, who was the chief coach. And he's also the ISSF accredited jury. So Deepak, कैसा लगा आपको ये मैच और दिव्यांश की परफॉर्मेंस के ऊपर as his personal coach? What do you have to say?
First off, all I want to congratulate all the athletes and all our special guests, and especially CD Peter, Chauba sir, and Laszlo sir. All are together make this competition grand success. And special congratulations to Martin and Tinang and Meghna. They are extreme high performance. Regarding to the dance, actually yesterday I set up everything, and because there is no training at all, but I am happy he is just maintaining his temperament to compete, and we are hoping for the more and more competitions. So it's good, and we request all the shooters, all the parents, all the organizers to please join for the next competition. And then there will be more fun, more enjoyment, and more skills I can see.
Right. Thanks, Deepak. Joy. So as we sum this up, thanks. First of all, thank you so much, Joydeep Karmakar, a specialist in prone who had finished 4th in the London Olympics 2012. He did a fantastic job as the commentator today, and he is also the coach of leading shooters like Mehuli Ghosh, who unfortunately could not shoot again for technical reasons. So, Joydeep, now please tell, how was your experience as a commentator today? You've done this before also for an event organized by yourself in Kolkata. So, tell us about this competition and the whole concept.
As I think it's a wonderful experience for all. Let me put it this way. As Peter also mentioned, that this is the opportunity for all to come together. As Manu also mentioned, that to be united. All the shooters here were united together from across the globe. And as Hina also mentioned, like, extraordinary times bring about extraordinary changes in our lives. So actually, this is an extraordinary event which we actually witnessed right now. Never have we seen these kind of activities in our shooting lives, and never we thought that we would go through these kind of testing times. And I think what the takeaway from this whole event is the way it was organized, conceptualized, in fact, by you, IndianShooting.com. I would like to congratulate you, of course, and all the people who were behind it. The first thing, I think, you called me up and said, "Okay, would you like to commentate on this event?" And I think I took 3 to 4 seconds to tell yes to you, and because I already knew that this was going to be a success, because shooters are not able to unite together. They are there. There's a lot of uncertainty because we don't know when we will start competition season again. Nobody knows. So while there is an anxiety, there is an uncertainty about everything which is going around us. Of course, training and shooting is the worst sufferer. And there, this event has, I think, provided the shooters with some kind of breathing condition where they are so much excited. And I think this is just the beginning. We might have a little bit of technical glitch here and there, but I think you should organize this competition very soon, maybe next week. And why not the idea from Peter, where he mentioned about the final. I think you should hold a final also. It will be a very high scoring match also. I think at Peter, I think it will be 6:25 to finish the final today. I don't know, maybe. So, Shimon, once again, I would say that all the juries coming in, the guests coming in from all over the world, the coaches who have shaped Indian shooting team as well. I think it was a 99% success for me, according to me.
Thanks, Joy.
So,
thanks, Joy.
And I think 1% is not left, but it can be 200% if you organize it very often, or maybe why not next week. So we will all be there with you, and we'll try to get in more shooters to take part in this so that they also enjoy this moment. I think the best part was not the scores, but their enjoyment and the sense of belonging to this unity of shooters. I think that mattered a lot during these, challenging times.
Thanks, Joy. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Joydeep Karmakar, Olympic finalist and a leading coach of the country, who had joined us as a commentator. Thank you, Joydeep. And Siddhi Peter, who also made a fantastic commentary today, shooting legend. He's won 7 gold medals at the World Cup. Thanks, Siddhi. Thank you, Deepak Dubey, the ISSF jury, who was the... Yeah, Deepak, please go on.
I want to mention one thing. Few shooters don't unable to take part in on screen online. If anyone having same time with off screen, so that we can consider their score in MQS category. So at least they can find their time, or they can shoot. So we can give some kind of competition to them also.
Okay, Deepak, we'll discuss this offline and we'll figure that out. So I was thanking all the participants today from Austria. We had Martin from a couple of shooters from Hungary. We had shooters from Scotland, Iran, France, Spain, and so many leading shooters from the country. We especially thank all the Olympians. We like to thank Manu Bhakar who had joined us, Coach Chauba, and Divyan Singh Panwar, world #1, Sonal, who has been an international level shooter and also now into coaching the Spanish shooters. And we would also like to thank Mr. Abhinav Saxena, who is a part of the organizing committee. He's been providing great technical support to us. So in the end, let's say bye until we meet next time very soon for the next shooting competition. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shimon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.